I'm just going to get stuck right into this tutorial. So this tutorial is actually inspired by somebody I'd seen on TikTok. Eve McClements, that's her TikTok there. I'll actually obviously like list her TikTok down below. So I'm going to be using the Beauty Bay Fiery 2.0 palette. This palette is beautiful. Look at that, look at all that goodness. And I think Beauty Bay has a sale on at the minute, so I'll obviously link this palette down below for you, and it might be on sale, so make sure to check it out. And then I'm going to be taking a couple of wee shadow shields as well. I was supposed to clean my eyeshadow brushes last night, but clearly I got busy doing nothing else and it didn't happen. I'm first of all going to be taking my 02. This is obviously my brush collection from Buff and Blend that I have, and this is just like my wee pointed mini blender brush. And I'm first going to go into, I think I might actually just go into Wine. Yeah, I'm going to go into Wine, so this shade here. These are actually one of my favourite makeup looks to create. I don't know how many of these makeup looks I've done in the past. They're honestly so easy, like the technique of them. Once you put a wee shadow shield on, you're just ready to go, really. And of course you don't need to apply a shadow shield, you can just kind of wing it basically and then clean it up with a concealer or like a wee face wipe or something. But just placing this shadow on, just as if I'm creating like a big smoky wing or something. I'm not going to be taking any more products, so I'm now going to start to kind of blend that a wee bit. Not too much though, obviously, because I'm just wanting that line diffused the tiniest wee bit, because I'm now actually going to go into... God, this is so confusing. I'm actually spoilt by choice right now. I was going to say I was going to go into the saffron shade now, but I was thinking of sour, or sour. But I was thinking of sour. Sour. My stupid Northern Irish accent. So taking another one of my 02 brushes, and I'm going to go into a Spice, this one here. So I'm literally just going to be patting this on. I'm not like packing on and blending just as I go, I'm just patting it on. Still taking that same brush, I'm going to go into Pumpkin. This one here. That's actually one thing we haven't got this year, is a pumpkin. I'm not joking. Kylie's actually really good at carving out pumpkins. You should have seen the pumpkin that he carved out last year. If I can find a picture of it, I'll put it up here. It's probably not special to some people, but I think that was actually really good. I find that well impressive, whereas I can't be bothered with all that. But I don't know, I just kind of thought that because it was our own house this year, it was definitely going to be carving a pumpkin. But anytime we've went into Tesco's or Asda or something, we've always kind of like passed the pumpkins, and I'm low-key wanting to stop and get one, but I don't know. But so far, guys, we haven't had any trick-or-treaters. Which I'm kind of thinking, do you know what? It's okay just yet, because it's only Halloween weekend now, like it's Friday. I think Halloween is... I don't know. Monday. I think Halloween is actually Monday, so I'm guessing that we're going to get trick-or-treaters. Or I'm hoping that we're going to get trick-or-treaters this weekend. I'm just going to clean off that wee brush, and I'm just going to give everything a nice wee blend now. See these Beauty Bay eyeshadows? They are honestly so good. I feel like I say this in every single tutorial, but if you have not tried Beauty Bay's eyeshadow palettes and their formula, what you doing? Seriously, what you doing? And I think they've actually released 2 new palettes. They've released, like, I think it was a 9-pan palette, maybe, I could be wrong, I'm not too sure. And another one of these, a bigger palette, but it's all cool tones. Like purpley and nudes, and just, oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. And god damn it, but the last thing I need is a new eyeshadow palette. But they don't make it easy for you, do they? And then I'm actually now going to be taking my 04, which is another wee petite blending brush of mine, but it's just a wee bit more fluffy. I know it is dirty and I do apologise, but I have my 01 here. So my 01 is like my big fluffy crease brush, whereas my 04 is kind of like the baby version of my 01. Whereas the 04s that I was using there, they're still like a wee petite blender brush, but they do come into more of a point. Whereas my 04 here would be a wee bit more flexible and would be a wee bit more fluffy than my 02. I might actually take a mixture between Daffodil and Blonde, so these two shades here. Of course, because Buff and Blend is closing down, my brush set is on clearance sale at the minute, and obviously because of that, once they're gone, they're gone. So if you want to pick up a set now, you may as well before they're sold out. I'll obviously have everything linked and listed down below in the description box for you. Not being too precise with it, obviously, as you can see, because I think I'm actually going to go on with a wee bit of a shimmer. I have a really nice pressed glitter, and I think it's actually from my COLLAB eyeshadow palette, and it's like a yellow pressed glitter. I think that just in the inner corner here, or like even just over the yellow. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do yet, but I think that'll look beautiful. Just going around the edges, just making sure everything's all really nice and blurred and everything. As we have applied all these shadows, we kind of lost the intensity of the shadows that we previously applied. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down through the shadows again. So the last one that we applied was the orange, so I'm going to go back into those orange shades and just reapply them and just re-intensify them. And again, I'm not being too precise, as you can see. Like, this is why I love these eye makeup looks. They're just so easy. They just consist of like a lot of packing on and a lot of blending. I might actually take a wee bit of Warm, which is this dark brown. It's kind of, it is a dark brown, but it's quite a warm dark. That's probably why it's called Warm, you know. It's kind of got like a wee bit of a reddish undertone, so I'm gonna take just like the tiniest wee bit of that. I'm going to take this Maven Beauty black liner, and I'm just going to do a wee line just quite tight to my lash line. God, it's been so long since I've used this palette. I'm going to be taking the Honey palette from ColourPop, and I'm going to be taking this like yellow pressed glitter. This is absolutely stunning. I've actually hit pan on this. This is how much I've used it. I'm going to start applying it first of all with one of my 05 brushes. And I'm just going to be applying it just kind of where the orange and the yellow meet. This is going to be so much easier if I did have nails. Right. So just making sure to like really press that in as well, because it is a loose glitter. You don't want to like flecking off and stuff. But then also trying to like really blend that out as well, so it's not just kind of bunged up just in that one area. So I'm going to take the Be Perfect, the Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer. I'm actually not the biggest fan on this concealer, but just trying to get it used up at this point. I'm just going to do a bit of cream bronze in here. I'm using the So So, is it just So So? Yeah, so the So So contour stick in Warm. I don't actually think it's doing anything. I think my foundation might be a wee bit too dark today actually. Again, I'm going to take the Snitchery and ColourPop blush sticks. But see, this colour blush is beautiful. It is so nice. Like, it just looks really scary looking at it just like that. It just looks really dark or something, but it's honestly so nice on the skin. It just blends out beautifully. It's gorgeous. It's such a beautiful colour, I feel, for this time of year. I feel like it'll really tie in quite nicely with the eyes. So one thing I honestly haven't bought in so long is a new highlighter. People don't really bring out highlighters anymore. Like, highlighters aren't really a thing these days. I feel like liquid highlighters are more popular these days, but I just always feel like I'm using the same like powder or compact highlighters. Super Shock bronzer from ColourPop in the shade Beachin'. I'm going to be taking the The ColourPop BFF3 lip liner. Honestly, I feel like my tutorials are just becoming so repetitive recently. And that's the reason why I done what I done the other night. I have this wee weekly planner for my videos. On the back of it I just sat and wrote down a load of videos and tutorials that I'm actually planning. For example, I'm wanting to do like a full dedicated video on Odin's Eye makeup. I have a load of Odin's Eye eyeshadow palettes that they sent me, I think this time last year, maybe. I think, and I still haven't got around to doing that. Somebody had left me a comment saying, or asking or requesting or something, that I do like a basically rating different foundations from like best to worst, or talking about like my favourite foundations or something. So I thought that was actually a really good idea, so I have that wrote down. But I'm just kind of wondering, like, if any of you have any requests on videos that you want me to do, or even like Christmas tutorials or like anything in particular like that, do let me know in the comments down below, because I'll obviously be going through the comments and to my list. Or like any one brand makeup tutorials you want me to do, keeping it affordable. So I'm just taking this wee soft matte lip cream from NYX. I'm just going to take this BK Beauty Handy Hot and Flashy brush. I'm guessing that's like a collaboration or something. Is that glitter? Oh well. Okay, so I just went on my head there and on my lower lash line. I just took my 02 brush and just blended this shade Wine just along my lower lash line. I just blended that out, just done off camera because it was simple. Whereas I'm now going to go back into that Maven Beauty liner and I'm going to do a wee pointed inner corner. What do you call those things? Like a pointed inner corner, you know what I mean, right? Yeah, obviously you can see it, but I haven't a clue what it's called. And then a wee bit of mascara just on the lower lash line. I'm going to put quite a lot actually of mascara on the lower lash line. I'm going to take some of this, is it Jordana Tisha lip gloss? Lip gloss? This is in the shade TMI. This is a really nice lip gloss actually, and I'm really not one for using lip glosses, but this is really nice. I just like to use the tiniest bit just in the centre of the lips. So guys, that does come to the end of this tutorial. I'll obviously link and list everything I use down below in the description box, along with a direct link where you can go and check out my brushes. As I had mentioned, they're on clearance sale at the minute, and once they're gone unfortunately, so grab them now while you can, and I will see you in the next one.